Well, hello everyone. Welcome again to the next session, session 8 of the Special Ed Certificate from TEC. And today's session is going to be about curriculum differentiation. And I think it's really important that we have to think about differentiation because we have different students in our classroom. All students, as we know, are made in the image of God. And it is our great desire that all students learn, and teaching one lesson to the class is only going to probably help about 1/3 of our students, because we have many children in the class at different levels who already know information, who may find our lessons boring, or some lessons some children may struggle because they don't know the concepts or they don't know the vocabulary. Can I say that differentiation is not hard to do? It doesn't mean that every child has to have their own individual lesson, but what it does mean is that we take a topic and we start making it a little bit different for different students. Now, mostly there are 4 areas that we can make it different. We can make it different by looking at different content. So that's one area. What we teach. There are levels of difficulty in what we can teach. Then there's the process, how we actually teach a child, the questions we ask, and what our expectations of them can be different. We can also look at the learning environment. We can change certain things in the learning environment. We can have some students using computers and some students using worksheets, some students using other materials. And the other thing that we can look at, let me just get my piece of paper, is the product, what our expectation is. So if we have some students doing essays, some students may do videos, some students may do models, and so the product is different as well. Can I say that good teachers do this all the time? They would never give a student who's struggling a difficult assignment that they know they just could not do. They look at ways of making accommodations. Now, before I begin, I'd like us to get our books out, and we're looking at chapter 14 of our textbook, and it's differentiating in the curriculum, adapting instruction. And I'll just read a little bit from it on page 162, and it says, differentiation does not mean that every single lesson and every topic must be planned and presented through content adjusted to each individual. To attempt to do this is totally unrealistic and largely unnecessary. So we don't have to make adaptations for every single child in the class. But of course, if you've got a very small class of 6 students, maybe you can make 6 individual lessons, but on the same topic with different expectations. Every classroom's different. Every student has a right to learn, and we know that every student is made in the image of God, and therefore we think it's not just the right thing to do, but also what God would want us to do to make learning accessible for every child in the classroom. So I'd like you now to go to YouTube, and there is a video there called Bloom's Taxonomy According to Seinfeld. This video clip is about 15 minutes, and at the end of the video clip, I want you to tell me, or write down as you're watching the video clip, what are the levels of difficulty that Bloom's taxonomy has, and let's see at the end of the video if you were able to get all of them. It's one of my favorite video clips. I really enjoy watching Seinfeld, and I hope you enjoy this part of the video as well.